right. Welcome on in, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. Today is just going to be another day of me tinkering again. So, yesterday I was 3D printing a case to fit my 03W board from Radza and trying to create a new, well, not a new, a more, trying to create a case so I can utilize it for IRL streaming. And this is using the 03W board from Radza. I have since went back to Tinkercad to redo some extra additions to the board itself. So let's hop over to here. So what I've done is I've added a couple of ridges here, a couple of rounded loops, and another ridge type thing here, so that I'm able to utilize a belt type strap to hold the case if need be. Corrupt, welcome on in. You like the floppy cable? Yeah, it's very floppy indeed. So this is the design that was created in order to house all these current existing parts. I have placed an order yesterday for more different parts. Is it? Oh, hang on. 1, 2. Oh, hang on. Let me switch. Okay, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. It's almost at -3 decibels, so you are 100% on your screen and still a lot hard to understand. What? Okay. 1, 2. 1, 2. Hang on, let me play a video to see if it's an audio issue. Oh no, I haven't. Damn it. Okay, never mind. Never mind. It's better now? Okay, alright, cool. Cool. I'll try to speak into the mic. Are you serious? I haven't really changed that much in my settings, so because if I increase it now, yeah, let me increase it. This is at 0 decibels in the road leveling, and I am speaking directly into the microphone as well. Okay. So could it be a setting in audio output? Let me have a look. Audio monitoring, disable Windows auto ducking. Yeah, I haven't really changed anything that much. And was it like this in the previous streams? Because you're the only person that's really mentioned it. But you have been low a few times. Okay, all right. Well, thank you for that. I'll check to see why that is the case. Advanced audio properties. Road. We're at 0 decibels. Yeah, nothing, at least to my settings here, nothing really stands out as being low. Unless it's in the video volume mixer of Windows itself. That's not it. Open sound settings. Test your microphone. Manage sound devices. Input. Okay. I know that there is a mentioning here. It feels like 2 decibels low. Okay. Microphone. Listen. Levels. Okay, I'm going to increase it. Oh, Jesus. Okay. God damn. Okay. Yeah. 1 2 1 2. Ooh, okay. That doesn't sound great. It sounds like it's peaking. Way too hot. Way too hot. So it was set at 85 and then I tweaked it to a full 100. So I'll bring it back down to 90. 90. All right. I'm now increasing the Rode microphone back to 0 decibels in OBS. Okay. Check 1 2. Check 1 2. I don't know if I am peaking. That better? Okay, all right, cool. Wow. Okay, it sounds quite loud in my monitoring headset. So, all right, cool. Check 1 2. A tiny bit hot. Yeah, a tiny bit. All right. So it was at 85. I then brought it up to 90. I might bring it back down to 88. Check 1 2. Check 1 2. All right, I think that might be it. Turn your headset down. Nah, I like it. I like it loud. Okay, all right. Well, at least, yeah. The entire time you've been in the stream. No one's mentioned about the low audio, or at least the low microphone. Let me just check something. So yes, I am in the process of printing the lid. So we've got about another 25 minutes left on the print. You always say it. I must have not noticed it. I must have not noticed it as well. All right, let me just clean up more, or at least attempt to do some more cleanup on this print here. So what we have, we'll just remove the items. Let me just remove some of this support things, only because I have a bin here, but I don't have a bag. So it's just mainly for large items. Okay, so I'm just going to quickly check through. It's not perfect. It is a bit rough, but it's good enough for what we need it for. Probably need to work on the compressor or limiter just a bit. Oh, so I do have the standard suppression or noise suppression. So, and that's just set to whatever the default is. So let's have a look. Oh, no, that's not it. Filters. So I have standard noise suppression, and it's set to low CPU usage, low quality. Let's increase it to RN noise. And this is the RN noise selected within the noise suppression of audio filters. Check 1 2. Yeah. And then I'll turn off noise suppression. This is now audio without noise suppression. So, you think the RN is better? Yeah, okay. All right, cool. Let me just quickly clean up just a little bit on this print. I mean, it doesn't have to be perfect. It's just enough so I don't accidentally nick myself with strays of filament. Probably need like a sand block or something. All right. So let's now begin the transportation from the old model to the new model. All right. Let's remove the fan. So I've also changed out the fan from the older one to this nocturnal one that I've just pulled from my Rock 5B Plus because I'm not currently using it at the present moment. We'll now remove this adapter here. And now we will begin unscrewing from the bottom of the case to remove all 4 screws. Also, how you been, Corrupt? You up to much? I guess this close to the Christmas break. Okay, we should. Okay, it's not popping off. How dare you? Okay. Here we go. We'll need. You had a storm tonight and knocked power. Wow. Okay. Jesus. A storm knocked out power. How big was this bloody storm? Or do you not have stable power in your area? Of course, it only hits the neighbor, your neighborhood. Yeah. Yeah. Crazy. Okay. Let me pull out this last screw. All right. So some of the new items that I have designed into the new case is I've added more holes to the bottom base. I have added ridges here, and here, and also on the bottom, so we can use straps to attach to a belt or a hook loop. Other things as well, I've added a small ridge on here to prevent some of the adapters from moving too much or wiggling too much. And on the bottom, I have created cutouts so that the bolts will be recessed, hopefully to the flat of the base case. Almost look as a 4A. Yeah. Wait, 4A. 5A? So let me just remove this antenna. So this is one of my designs that I've created to house the Radza Rock 5A, which essentially is almost the same dimensions as a Raspberry Pi 4B. And this is the new one. So this is the one that's been designed to suit the 03W. And yeah, you're right. It's almost the same, I guess, dimensions as essentially a Rock 4B. Sorry, a Raspberry Pi. In terms of height, though, this is a lot more shorter, although we are also incorporating a fan. So yeah, King, welcome on in. Hope you are doing well. Yeah, so by the time you add all the attachments and everything like that, you might as well be getting yourself a Rock 5A board. But I wanted to see if this would work, at least in the situation that I currently have everything set up. And I forgot to remove one support underneath, so just give me a few seconds while I do that. And we'll just double check everywhere else. Yep. Okay. So what's the difference between the size from the 5A and the 5B? Okay. Let me... All right, so this here is the 5A. we'll just pull off the lid. I won't remove it from the case, but it's just to give you an idea of the size. So the 5A, if you've ever used a Raspberry Pi 4B, it's almost this identical identical dimension. Right, so this here is the 5B. This here is the 03, the 03W. And let me pop open this lid. Oh, it's still attached. This here is the Rock 5A. So the Rock 5A, the Rock 5B Plus, and then here we have the 03W. So yeah, I guess once you add all the adapters and attachments, it's almost the same footprint of a Rock 5A. Yeah. So just wanted to test out to see how we can utilize a 03W for those who are more hobbyists than I guess all-in-one solutions. Hey Deadly, welcome on in. Hope you are doing well. Yeah, I'm doing good. Just doing some more printing and rejigging in Tinkercad. So yeah, what time are you supposed to be out? Deadly. All right, let me just redo the 5B. The Bella Box Cloud. Oh shit. Okay. Wow. Wow. Okay, I didn't realize that. The Bella Box. How long was it out for? Jesus. Okay. Oh, your DTAP rocked up. Nice. Nice. You think the 5A might use less power? Oh, maybe. But that really depends on what else you have connected into your setup. So right now I have a fan which uses the 5-volt pins. I also have this Wi-Fi module, and I also have 2 USB Wi-Fi adapters as well. So with all those connected, I think it draws actually don't know how much it draws. Shit. Okay. Australia lost its undersea cable of 15 minutes. 15 minutes. Wow. Okay. About to get ready for work. Nice. WT, welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. 5 p.m. get dinner. 5:45 get bus to work. 6:30 get to site. 7 p.m. meeting, and then knock off at 6 a.m. Damn. Okay. Damn. All right. Let me just reattach these fans. So we have the lighter colored as the positive pin, and the dark. Oh Jesus, that just hopped out like nobody's business. What the fuck? Okay, yep. Black. Okay. Oh Jesus, that just popped straight out. What the fuck? Okay, hang on. Give me a second, guys. Let me... attach these. What the fuck? Usually they're quite tight. So I don't know if this would do anything, but squeeze just a gentle bit. Okay. Okay, all right. I didn't. This is the first time I've seen them just literally pop out from the pins. Oh, that's the wrong pin. Okay, son of a bitch. Screw it down. Big ol'. All right. So yeah, once you add all the adapters, it almost takes up almost the same footprint of a Rock 5A. Hopefully your back is okay. You might be able to do a workout tomorrow. Nice, yes. But don't overdo it. Don't overdo it. Oh, my back's been fucked for ages. That's never gotten me down. All right, we have fan spin, so that's good. All right. So, yeah, once you add all the adapters, the 03W feels like it does take up as much footprint as a 5A from Radza. But in this instance, that's not our concern, as we are now attempting to somehow get this installed. Oh, yeah, okay. I never remember. Ooh, okay, yep. All right, so we have this installed. Do we have... All right. So with the modifications I made to this new board, it seems like it's taking shape. Need to get some massages and fixes on it. Yeah, worst case, wait until you get back to your doctor and get 6 weeks off work. Yeah. Maybe get yourself into the remedial massages, because I think they're still listed as a if you're with private health, I think they're listed as a service that is offered. Jesus, hang on. All right, I forgot about this. I need to actually aid in the whole. Okay. Building the supporting muscles will help you rehab your mate who has spinal fusions and he doesn't have back issues anymore, except the usual. Okay. Does he have to take medication to relieve pain, or has that kind of subsided since the rehab? Yes. Okay. Good. Right, we've got one in. We just need one more, and then we can flip this baby over. No medications. Oh wow. Okay. Definitely should be doing more lightweight training and stretching more. Ah, yeah. Yeah. And I guess it doesn't help if you have an injury and then you continue to push yourself by doing vigorous exercises like riding a bike on dirt. All right. Let me just get these screws in so we can have a secured board. And we have one more here. So I am printing out the lid, so that will give us also a indication of how well some of my designs have will work. Jesus. Okay. Right, I think I might need a short one. If I have a short one. Mm. Mm-mm. This one I think might be shorter. Yep, it is shorter. Cool. Keep that one there. Okay, so it's not sticking out, but it does have some bulging. That's fine. All right. Now we need to check to see if our cables will actually fit through the holes. Okay, that's one. This is now two. He was doing much better when he was lifting weights, but the trucks at work also shoot lower backs for buoyancy. But it's still far from the cyclone cleanup year. Yeah. That cyclone. I think messed everyone up. Let's see if this will fit without any. Okay, cool. So now this is the setup that we have. We have the 03W with a soldered connector to attach fans, and that's soldered directly to the 5-volt positive and ground of the 03W board. On the left, this USB-C port is designed for USB 3.0 data, and this is what we'll be using to connect the camera to. So we have a right-angled USB Type-C adapter, and then over here we have a USB Type-C to USB Type-A adapter. So we'll be able to connect our cameras into here. I find that sometimes when I connect USB-C to my USB-C port on the camera, it sometimes does not want to connect. But then when I utilize a USB Type-A port, it connects all the time. So that is the left-hand port, which is USB-C port 1 on the 03W. Now, on the USB-C port 2, which is the right side, we have... All right, no worries, Deadly. Enjoy your work, and I'll see you next time. Yeah, don't overdo it. So on the USB-C port 2 of the 03W board, this is designed to be used for power as well as USB 2.0 devices. So what I have here is a right-angled USB Type-C adapter, and then on this particular device here is a USB-C 3.2 on-the-go adapter. So it has a USB-C port that connects into this adapter and thus into the USB-C port of the 03W, and then this ribbon cable is essentially what's going to be providing power into this device, which will then power the 03W. And then on here we have a host USB C port to which then I've adapted a USB-C to USB-A, and then I'm using a TP-Link Wi-Fi adapter to this USB Wi-Fi adapter to this adapter, which then connects to this adapter, which then connects to this adapter, which then connects into the 03W board. So let's just do a quick checkup on the fan in the 3D printer. So it says we have about 3 minutes left for the top panel to be completed printing. So we'll just wait for that to finish. I was going to attach my Noctua fan to this post that I have attached here and do a test. But now let's see the, oh shit, it's finished. This was going at 300 millimeters per second, I think. Oh shit, it's finished. All right, let me go grab it. Okay. So we have the lid. It's just finished printing. So in total, this base case here with all the new additions took about an hour and 50 minutes. And then the lid took about another hour. So now let's do some quick cleanup. And that's removing all the support material that we have here. Yeah. God damn. Yeah, you really need to upgrade. But yeah, the only reason why I got these printers is because of the speed, because I do a lot of prototyping and I want them to be done quickly. Okay, not the best, but you know, as a prototype, not bad. Well, let me just clean up just a little bit of phrase that we have here without accidentally breaking other linkages. All right. Okay, so the fan. Oh, okay. So this is something that I didn't account for, is how to position the fan. Because we have a cable here, then I'll have to think about where to place that. Ooh, okay. There we go. So we've pushed it through. We might be able to get away with looping the cable underneath. Yeah, this way might be the best because of how I have orientated the 5-volt pin. All right, so now let's get some appropriate bolts and nuts to attach the fan to the top lid. Boom. And boom. Okay. Let's put that here. We just need 2. So I'll just attach it this way. And I think the depth of these screws shouldn't be too much of an issue because of how much clearance we have to the actual board. And why can't I get this screw started? How dare you? Ooh, okay. We might have to rethink about this screw. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. Okay, we've got 1 in, so at least the fans ain't going to be going anywhere. Then we'll just use the second. Oh, that's strange. This screw seems to be a bit more shorter. Okay, so there must be a height or a length thing. No, they're all the same. These are all the same length. So then why is that one deeper than the other one? Okay, yeah, I'm not sure why this screw is longer than this one here. Doesn't seem to be any extra give. Okay, let's pull out all the screws. Okay, yep, I do have 2 different lengths screws. Well, it's a good thing. So we can utilize that now with this fan without any fear of the screw interfering with the operation of the 03W. Right, let's get that here. Okay. All right, so as I mentioned, we'll have to utilize this kind of a cable management. I'll just use a fastener to just hold the cable onto the top panel while we get this done. We might have something cleaner in the future, but for now let's just remove this so more easily manageable. All right, we're going to have to remove this post as well. Okay, and now let's connect this here. This then will be like this. Hopefully then we'll have the clearance to mount this. Cliff, welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. Tinkering is actually quite successful. This is the second base print that I have added new features into. So this is the original. The new one, we've added a couple of ridges here so we can provide some attachments to, say, belt loops or Velcro. And then here we have some rings to attach to latches and stuff. So you could wear this as a necklace if you wanted to. That's a bit extreme, but yeah. All right, so let's connect this in. And also let's connect this in for power. It's just a flat ribbon cable. It just makes things easier to connect and disconnect to this board. But before we assemble everything, we just need to make sure it actually works. So let's get a power bank here, and we will now connect a USB cable, and on the one end we have a power meter, so we can determine how much power is being pushed into the 03W. We now have fan spin, and I will need to do another cable here so it doesn't block the flow of the fan. We'll just use this one for now. We will attach it to here, maybe. Yes. How about you, Cliff? How are you doing? You get up to much today? Okay, so this is running. We don't have a camera yet, so we can do that now. Let me just tidy up the workspace a la my desk, and we'll get things running as well. Okay, we've got the Pocket 3. Let's now deploy and repair. We're working on the camera app. Ooh, several big overhauls, but getting that nice. That's very good. Oh. So I'm still half deciding on whether or not to acquire a iPad mini 7th gen for the purpose of using it with Moblin and USB tethered connections. So yeah, I'm still on the fence about that. I'll probably decide after Christmas. This blowing air down? Should. Okay, let's just mount that here like that for now. Alright, so we will power on the Pocket 3. I will also engage with the remote for this 03W using the IRL box software. All right, so we have the software up and running. So the internet-based remote for the IRL box system that's connected to this particular 03W board. We do have the Pocket 3 configuration profile set. Currently we only have one internet connection. That should be fine. I am now going to connect the Pocket 3 via USB tether. So let's plug that in, give it a sec, and it will automatically switch over to webcam mode. All right, and now let's hop over to the remote. Let's click start stream. We'll just wait for the numbers to increase. And this is the camera angle and audio coming in from the DJI Pocket 3, connected via USB cable into the 03W board using the IRL box software and pushing out a stream using the wrist protocol. Welcome in, Lloyd. Yes, my bank account as well. I think all our bank accounts we need to have increased numbers as well. Increase, not decrease. Increase. Got to wrist it for the biscuit. Yes, yeah. So this is the wrist protocol. So instead of the BellaBox Cloud, which utilizes the SRTLA protocol for bonding as well as sending out the video stream, I'm using the wrist protocol, which does the exact same thing. Does bonding connections together and sending out a stream to an endpoint relay. Yeah. All right, so we have a operational set of devices here. Now, the only problem, at least in my opinion, is that this remote is a bit too basic. Unfortunately, there isn't a way for me to see what the temperature is within the board. Whereas if we were to utilize the main interface, which requires access to the local network in order to connect to the board, we have stats here. So we have a CPU usage as well as a temperature listed here. Now, when using the other fan, I was getting about 45 degrees Celsius. But at the present moment, we are getting 55 degrees Celsius. So yeah, the Noctua fan, even though it's quiet, it doesn't have enough oomph to keep it quite low consistently. Do I have risks working with my disconnect protection app? I think, oh, actually, I don't know. Okay, so what I might do is I'll switch over to my main streaming PC and then switch the scene to the actual live scene, and then intentionally stop the IRL box streaming, and we'll just wait and see if auto scene switching is enabled. All right, this might break stuff. So, okay. Everybody, please get ready. This might actually break stuff. All right, here we go. Forty minutes to shop and then make it back